So if you take Wajadaka Dalan and you say the guy was, the Prophet ﷺ was not pure, how could he have been pure when he was lost and Allah guided him? That's fine. Well, Allah guided him. But is there any book, both from Islamic point of view and also the other religious point of other religions, let's say for example Christians or whatever, if they could fabricate anything, let's just take it like it's true, they fabricated something, have they ever mentioned something like the Prophet being a polytheist, an idol worshipper? That's it.
In the book of Idols, Hisham ibn al-Kalbi speaks of the Prophet Muhammad worshipping Al-Uzza. We have been told that the Apostle of God once mentioned Al-Uzza, saying, "I have offered a white sheep to Al-Uzza while I was a follower of the religion of my people." Ibn Kathir repeats this in his tafsir on the Quran. Ibn Hanbal adds to the story that Muhammad and his wife used to worship this idol, Al-Uzza, just before bedtime each night. Additionally, whenever Muhammad complained that there was some evil eye affecting him, Khadija used to send for an old elderly woman, a sorceress, to charm the evil eye away. Listen to what the early writers tell us. This takes place in Jahiliyyah. Muhammad has not yet had his vision. He's still a pagan, and he meets with people who pursue the religion of Abraham and worship only Allah and not idols. Allah's a prophet, that's Muhammad, said that he met with Zayd bin Amr Nufal at a place near Balda. This had happened before Allah's apostle received divine inspiration. Allah's apostle presented him a dish of meat. Zayd bin Amr refused to eat of it and then said, "I do not eat of what you slaughtered on your stone altars." Ansab is the word that's used here, or nasab. So I do not eat except on the name on which... So I do not eat except on which Allah's name has been mentioned on slaughtering. So here's the story of Muhammad before receiving his message, having a plate of food that was offered to idols. Al-Karkishi records in this way, here's the story that he writes. The Prophet slaughtered a lamb for one of the idols. It was then roasted and then he carried it with him. Then Zayd bin Amr ibn Nufal met us in the upper part of the valley in one of the hot days of Mecca. When he met, we greeted each other with a greeting of the age of Jahiliyyah. The Prophet said, "Why do I see, O son of Amr, hatred in your people?" He said, "This is without my being the cause of their hatred. But I found them associating divinations with Allah, and I was reluctant to do the same. I wanted the religion of Abraham." The Prophet said, "Would you like some of the food?" He said, "Yes." Then the Prophet put before him the meat of the lamb. Zayd bin Amr said, "What did you sacrifice to, O Muhammad?" He said, "To one of the idols." Zayd then said, "I am not one to eat anything slaughtered for a divinity other than Allah." So here we clearly read that in the time of Jahiliyyah, the Prophet Muhammad slaughtered a lamb to the idols. It was he who slaughtered the lamb to the idols, not someone else. Remember, in his pre-Islamic days, Muhammad was surrounded by idols. This is why years later he returned to cleanse the idols out of the Kaaba area. When he was chosen as a young man to place the black rock into the corner of the Kaaba, he doesn't object to the presence of the other idols. There were 359 other idols in that place.
But is there any book, both from Islamic point of view and also the other religious point of other religions, let's say for example Christians or whatever, if they could fabricate anything, let's just take it like it's true, they fabricated something, have they ever mentioned something like the Prophet being a polytheist, an idol worshipper? An idol worshipper? An idol worshipper? An idol worshipper?